Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, we're in the dying embers of the year now. Very few maps left to review. Will any of them get into my Map of the Year series? Between Christmas and the New Year, I'll be taking 12 of the best maps of the year, featuring 6 of them and showing you the very best of what 2019 had to offer. So now is a very good time to subscribe if you haven't done so already. What about today's map? Will that be in there? Well, it has been voted in by the BonBonB buddies over on Patreon. Thank you, buddies. It is a creator request and it's also...
It's my first map.
That's right. But does it stand up as a my first map? Well, it's not too bad at all. Yes, grumbles, but not bad. And I think we should applaud this. But can you do that using just the one finger? That's right, applauding using just one finger really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Otter River by Maildave. First thought there is the thumbnail's just a little bit on the dark side, Dave. Could try taking it during the daytime, that would be nice. And there's your start square. First glance looks very good. When we get down there I have one grumble. We'll get down there in time. There is rail in there as well. The terrain heights look great based on the real life location. Green River renamed Otter River because there's too many green rivers on the workshop already. And then we have got resources that look very usable to me. I have no complaints there at all either. Off to the workshop. It is a mass transit map. You will be needing mass transit for this one. Stray Cats theme Rocky Shore and the realistic 1.2 LUT are in operation. Network Extensions 2 is in there. Unlimited Trees mod is in there. And then we've got some rocks, cliff packs, props, trees, elevated train sections, and so on and so forth. Quite a few bits to subscribe to. Not the world's longest list. But my instinct when I first looked at the map was, ooh, look, nice little bridge there. Thank you, perfect bridge. Doesn't it look vanilla? Apart from obviously the theme, doesn't it look vanilla at first glance? Now we are off in the sort of like the foggy areas, which is why I'm actually going to let this little bit of road glitching you're about to see go, because we are off near the edge of the map a little bit there. Playing 25 tiles, you'll never see this, but it does need dropping a little bit. All this side elevating anyway. But yes, still, not too bad in terms of road laying. It's they are parallel with each other, possibly the parallel road tool, possibly, and all very slick. But look, the trees. Look, not one custom tree here. Now, I don't mind this too much. These trees can work really well together and give a really good aesthetic if used with a high degree of skill. And there is a reasonable degree of skill going on there. I still question why we've got so many things to subscribe to. Maybe the map will reveal all a little bit later on. Anyway, we've got tunnel going through here. I don't mind that too much. Comes out over here. Saves going along the river's edge, I guess. This is a secondary start location, I imagine, because we've got a rail dead end going on there. Again, we'll check this area out a little bit later on and have a look. And then we have more tunnels. Now, first instinct was they looked a little bit jinky-janky. But from above they look okay and they are level, so I think it's just an optical delusion. Then we've got the rail coming out here with a little bit of blue mantle under it and the road underneath it. We'll be checking out the rail later. The rail is going to be interesting. Now we've got some custom pillars holding up the road in a secluded location. It just seems like a real odd place to use our first custom assets. And then we have tunnel going through here. And the tunnel will emerge over here, and again a tunnel to elevated section. That's always very slick. I like that, and it's been quite nicely tailored as well. Little elevated sections over the gullies there for the water to run through, and the pillars are fine where they are there, and a nice little elevated section there as well. Now we have what appears to me the vanilla cloverleaf intersection, one of the main intersections. This is now the main road we'll be jumping onto. Gonna have a little bit of a grumble about the slip roads, I think, at some point. But bridges here, bridges are fine. They are bold and strong. Kind of would have liked them closer to each other, possibly. Would have been sort of just felt a little bit more, I don't know, organic, I think is the word I'm looking for. Anyways, yes, let's have a little look at this Start Square intersection. Got a few grumbles, but the terrain work on this is quite nice, actually. The terrain work's very nice. We'll talk about the grumbles a little bit later on, I feel. Yeah, let's just get into the Start Square. We have a elevated train section. That's quite nicely done. It does fit quite nicely. No street lights clipping through at all there. And now we're heading down into the Start Square. We'll talk more about the highways later, maybe, if I can be bothered. I'm sure I'll be bothered. Start Square roundabout. No real issues with that in general. But I'm going to have a little talk about these little starter roads that we've got. They're 3-lane highways. Now, we are subscribed to Network Extensions 2 and Mass Transit, and we have vanilla roads are possible as well. Why have we got highways there? I'm sure there's a better option. Anyway, let's move on to the asset of the day, and it's the German Corner Building 5, 45 degrees by N2J. This is really smart, nicely detailed, great colours as well. If you're doing a Northern European style city, this would look absolutely amazing. Right, factoids because factoids. On today's date, which is December the 20th, apparently, Uri Geller, the professional psychic, I use psychic in inverted commas by the way, metal bending powers, and who's has shocked many scientists according to this book. He was born on December the 20th in 1946. His alleged powers, as he claims, come from the distant planet of Hoover. What sort of sucker does he take us for? Sucker, Hoover. Okay. Anyways, yes, a very, very lovely asset there. German Corner Building 5, 45 degrees by N2J. Very nice indeed. Let's head back to the highways, and shall we have a talk about slip roads now? I think we possibly should. The angle that this road is coming in is a little bit sharp. I know it's the vanilla plopped intersection, but you can still do some work with it. A little bit of just making things slick. I like also the way that it comes out into a 3rd lane before narrowing down to 2 lanes. I've seen, again, better efforts at the slip lanes, but I do like the idea that it has actually been done. We'll probably do a tutorial on it at some point, I guess. Maybe soon. Now I'm thinking about it. There you go. You've inspired me, Maildave. You've inspired me to a slip road tutorial. Although we have got some very nice new slip roads on the workshop. Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing. Rail at the moment looks amazing. And at this part of the map, it does actually work very nicely indeed. But this is the very flat. It's the flat part of the map. It's the flat part of the map. Elevated section there with the custom asset. And then we could bear off right. That takes you down to Start Square. Again, nice big elevated bridge there. But let me show you the map as a whole. This is the whole flat area. This is where the rails come in from. And then we go into like the chunky area where there's a lot of hills going on. This is then where it becomes challenging. And there have been some interesting choices made. When I say interesting, yes, I would disagree with some of them. Looks okay here, doesn't it? I've got the terrain lines on so you can see where the elevations change, and it starts getting a little bit steep now. Now, with the eyeball test, it's very hard to see that without the terrain lines. Gets really steep there, but we'll go down that route in a moment. We'll just check this one out. Stay steep until it gets up onto the plateau, and then it's pretty level-ish out on the plateau off to the fog. The thing is, this separate route I'm completely baffled by, okay? I am. Right, so it's really steep up here. We're getting up here. We've got 3 catenaries right on top of each other there. In fact, we've got a bit of rail glitching going on here as well. You can see that line there. That's got to be doing something to do with nodes being right on top of each other. Let me spread the nodes out a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more. Come on, there we go. That's where the glitches stop. I think there's still a lot more work to be done there, but that is a quick fix. Just noticed a little bit of blue mantle. That might have been me moving the junction back, so I apologise for that, Dave. I'm not blaming you for that one. And anyway, the rail now looks interesting. Goes into a tunnel. Now, I know where this goes, but I'm going to point it out that it does look like is going to emerge over here. Yeah, over there, the angle that the tunnel goes in. Yeah, you see that? Does kind of line up, doesn't it? But if you go underground, we are dropping elevations with a tunnel underground. Little corkscrew tunnel going on there. It emerges over here, and then it goes into a tunnel here, and then it emerges over there. Now, admittedly, and that's a bit of the blue mantle, and that goes off to the fog, which we've seen that route. It's all about elevations, and I wouldn't have chosen this route at all. So let's have a little look at elevation heights. So right here, choose that button there. So this is 175, was that meters? 175 meters. So it wouldn't be feet, would it? Then it comes in at this point, that's 237. So we're going up about 60 meters between those 2 points. That's a climb. Whereas here is 155 meters. So between 137 and 155, it's a short climb. Okay, right. So we're going all the way up to come back down again. And what have we got over here? This is a drop of about 10 meters between those 2 tunnels there. Would I choose a different route? I think I absolutely would. Right, first of all, we've got a dead end rail here. And the rail that we just looked at actually dead ends over here. I don't see why we couldn't just build a bridge across the river there. That would make a lot more sense than going through and off to the edge of the map that way. No, what I would have done, so I would have taken the rail in from here, would have done a little tunnel through there, and then followed up the river that way, and I think we could have had an outside connection just over there. Intermission time.
Are you bored with the standard vanilla bridges? Have you seen those lovely custom bridges but don't know how to use them? Ooh, very nice. Then you need a beginner's guide to custom bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
Okay, and back to Otter River by Maildave and the shipping routes. And we have a shipping route, and it won't surprise you that it follows the river, goes through the middle of the bridges, which look very high and wide like that. Good work, Maildave. Take a pat on the back for that one. And then a little bend off towards the fog over here. I know it sounds patronising me saying take a pat on the back, but honestly, the amount of bad ones that we've seen, honestly, you can take a pat on the back for anything that you do well. It's good. Water flow. It's a river with water flow. Okay, again, Maildave, take another pat on the back. Good strong water flow going the entire length of the river. Makes an awful lot of sense to me. And I don't know whether we're running upstream or downstream in real life, but I don't care. It's very good. Okay, let's have a look at the map as a whole. It seems quite appealing, I would say. I'm not entirely sold on the networking, but I've seen a lot worse, and it definitely looks like it would work. We have some really nice terraforming going on here as well with canyons. We've got a dry river here. This is interesting as well. I've no problems with dry rivers, and the fact that it's pretty much cleared mostly of trees makes an awful lot of sense for the rainy season. What more have we got going on? Loving the plateaus. The plateaus look great as well. I think the theme and LUT work really quite nicely with this map as well. What we got over on the edge of the map, though, I'm not best sold on some of these mountains. Like, for example, this mountain here, this one here. Oh, yeah. Let me turn the fog off. I know it's in the fog, but you can still really make it out, and it just stands out like a sore thumb. That is, sorry, Dave. The plateau work you've done around the middle of the map is great. Just a little bit more work there, because that can actually be seen from a distance in the fog, and it does jut out. If you take doing screenshots, it's going to distract a little bit. We do have another beautiful, beautiful dry river here. Very lovely, very lush, very green. Do like the way it's sort of like it cuts in from this way as well. Ooh, look, see. Dry rivers. Yummy. So, stay calm, BonBon. Stay calm. Is everybody copying my dry river from Merrickstowe all back in the day? I don't know. Actually, I think most of these dry rivers are better than my one. I genuinely do. But there you go. What we got going on here? We've got good river. I'm loving that. Say the dry rivers do come into the main river itself. Then we have, like say, the clover leaves with the merged lanes. And just looking there, we've actually got 3 lanes. You should go up to 4 lanes before dropping to 2. Yeah, definitely going to do a tutorial on lane merging. I think that could have been done just a little bit sharper. Anyways, okay, so what do you think of this map, Maildave? You're going to give yourself 5 stars, I'm sure. Don't blame you, I would. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? Possibly outside chance, maybe. Again, your decision, not mine. Aesthetically, I kind of like it. I do like the overall topography. I think the whole thing comes together quite nicely. I don't think it shines. It does look very vanilla on the whole, and so I'm going to go 3 stars. It's okay. It's fine. It's not ugly. It's fine. Doesn't shine though. Detailing's not bad, and I would be inclined to go medium high 3, maybe a little bit more polish 4. Problem is, we've got a hell of a lot of things to subscribe to, and I've got to be honest, I didn't notice most of them. It's kind of overkill. I'm going to punish it. 2 stars for detail, because so many things to subscribe to, don't see them. Gameplay potential, yes. Playable. I can see possibly some traffic flow issues, but that's only start of game. You should be able to fix that, shouldn't you? Probably, if you're a good player. 4 stars for gameplay. Otter River by Maildave. Not bad at all for a first map. Remember that one? First map. Remember my first map? Merrickstowe. Have you seen it? Have you been there? Have you had a little drive around? Yes, I look back now and I think, oh, I need to do a Merrickstowe 2.0, really, don't I? Might just do that, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another map in the What's Map series. 1 more to come this week, and then 1 next week. Maybe 2. We'll do 2 next week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you very, very soon.